the Hopi make sure before they go out hunting for a rabbit for the dinner stew, that they have their, you can call it prayers or their alignment with the four winds. They have their sense of alignment with that which they're stalking. That rabbit. Because that rabbit's going to feed me and my family. And they're so aligned that, of course, that rabbit's waiting for them. And the four winds will just open the gateway for that bullet, or that, it was still hunting with arrows, some do, that arrow's going to go right to its mark. Or the bullet's going to go right to its mark. And a lot of people that I've met over the years have carried a sense of disappointment. Oh, I didn't get what I was looking for, or I didn't get what I was intending. Well, I say, hello, wake up. Your intentions were not specific and clear, number one. You were not in alignment with the forces that are, these prevailing guiding forces that are, or you would have had a very nutritious rabbit for dinner. The same way with Niraya or any kind of ceremony. Go well prepared. Know that it's your responsibility to take in that energy. We are in an altered state, an expanded state in that circle. What has puzzled me at times is that after we have these breaks in between, and people fall out of that state. And we can all learn to stay disciplined and stay in that state, that enhanced alertness. Stay in it. Stay in it. Let go of the chitch. Let's go of this or that. And stay in that enhanced state. When we have breaks, people fall back into the old story. And that, again, coming back to the conscious mind's responsibility. I came here for something. I got something. What am I going to do with it? How do I apply it? How do I work it? How do I follow through that enhanced function in myself? That upgraded being, upgraded consciousness in myself is fed constantly every day. And the tendency for many people is a few days later they kind of lose the glow. That's because their conscious mind has not taken on the task and the role of keeping that energy going. And a Ojibwe elder said to me one time about ceremony and about our beings, that spirit is always ready to come when we're there. We call for it. But when the energy begins to falter, spirit leaves. I think the same way for our lives. That staying so deliberate, staying so purposeful, every day and every moment of every day, engaging, and following the wake of the arrow of intent that I set in the darkness before my foot ever hit the floor from the bed. We all create our days. We're the creators of our experience. And as I learned to live most deliberately, as I learned to do what I needed to do through rituals, through intentionality, all of this work, I stand a much greater possibility of being an example. Like Gandhi said, be an example of what you want to see in the world. And I believe that every one of us in that circle, that Niraya circle, or any circle, has that responsibility. To be a living example of what they stand for, what they show up for. We're not here to be in pulpits pointing the fingers different ways. No, we got to go the distance. I mean, this is one of the ways of the shamanistic traditions which I treasure. In the depths of our deepest initiation, the darkest pits we get thrown into at times, the darkest nights of the soul. When I have really surrendered to the journey, done the work. In Joe Campbell's schemata, the hero's journey, we come back up. We receive a boon. We receive a new medicine, a new glimmering, a new way of being. And it's not just for ourselves. And I learned this again from the Northwest people. I raised my hands to them. That which we are given by Spirit. For those who've shown up and, well, I don't say put your hand up and get lightning, but that's what happened for me. That's the medicine I needed. Those glimmerings, those upgrades, those enhancements are meant for the community. Because when we're in that circle, it's shared energy, it's shared being. And that energy moves in the circle, moves around and around. And there's that responsibility of being open, to being a conduit, again, the hollow bone, open conduit, to receive energy and to gift energy. That's, again, part of the conscious, well, we need to wake up. I had to wake up to this. Some of you may have had it from day one. I didn't. It was a gradual dawning. Many dawnings came. And then, I had to integrate that and calibrate that and calibrate that in order to be present, to be fully and embodied. If I'm stepping into that circle, I want to show up my best. If I'm stepping into that circle, I want to give it to those who are with me by my presence. And I want to step into that circle knowing, wide open, I'm going to receive further confirmation of that which I am called to embody at this time. And then living day by day by day, keeping that energy clean and clear and bright. It's a practice. It takes time. But I think enough of us get disappointed, I think it comes to mind, in ourselves. Because we let that glow fade. And when we're out on our own, when we're out in the circle, we have to keep that glow of spirit alive. We keep our energy up. For me, it's joy. That's how it is. That's my greatest contribution, to be joyful, joyous, to be a delight bringer to whoever show up. And I think my elders, those on the other side, are smiling because they gave me names, they gave me instructions. And to the best of my ability, I followed them. And when I close my eyes to sleep or close my eyes to meditate, I know they're with me. And that means a lot to me. For again, we are also unique. Those who view this, who watch this, you'll have your own reactions. You'll have your own stuff going on inside, as I used to. I'm in my heart. Vince Stogan used to always say that one of his greatest intentions was that when people left a gathering, they left with good feelings. Because he wanted people to feel good, feel stronger, feel clearer. And for me, learning from these elders over the years, all these different traditions, from the jungle, South Africa, Siberia, Tuva, here in this landmass, wherever I've been, South America, mountains, the jungles, we're constantly meeting family. Family who, in some cases, can be inspired by us showing up. Sometimes going down to the corner store to pick up a snack or something, you might be able to give somebody a dose of spirit by just your joy, your showing up. By really seeing them, really, really seeing them as they are. What's showing up in my own sensing right now is a sense of responsibility, able to respond. And that has grown more and more and more with me over these decades. Participating in these, what's the useful word here? In these extravaganzas, this sacred theater is a dangerous thing. Dangerous. Because you're going to be touched in some way. Your responsibilities are going to grow. And the great opportunity for a more joyous life, a more fabulous life, is present for us. I'm reminded right now of an old Cheyenne elder's statement. Why bother to live an ordinary life when you could live an extraordinary life? It doesn't take much except the imagination. And what each one of us has is, and I love that term I learned from Joe Campbell, potentia. The twin sisters, necessita and potentia. Out of necessity, I do something. But out of the potential, I do something other and different, innovative. And it's all waiting here to be conjured, to be considered, to be chewed on, calibrated, and embodied. Embodied to step into each day in a new way. Come back to the circle and be someone different. As many of you know, I have this Broadway Rolodex going on in the back of my brain. And already I'm hearing a song back here from the musical Mame. It goes, open a new window, open a new door, travel a new highway you've never been on before. They call you a dull fellow, call you an old clot, walking the same tightrope as everyone on the block. The person you can't be is five-dimensional, blowing up life out of your toes. And that's about expansion. Daring to open new windows, new doors, dimensionalize in new ways. And our imagination just waiting for someone to come in and tap it. Recalibrate, adjust, get the aperture set. Let the old programs out of the brain. Let the old conditionings, the domestication out of the brain. Let the old right and wrong, good and bad, fear of God and hell and all that bullshit out of the brain, out of the nervous system. And be vital beings, be alive, streaming these torsion fields that we truly are on the energetic way. The torsion field lit up, because Spirit is so bright in us. That's some of the stuff that got stirred up by the Nariah Council, offering me an opportunity to make a statement in their monthly newsletter. And I trust they'll get a few chuckles out of this and perhaps take some time to look inside and be clearer and clearer, specifically, deliberately. What is it you stand for? What is it you're opening to? What is it you're bringing forward into the world more? What is it you're bringing into the circle more? The Kimanora, stepping into enhancement, aliveness, expansion, greater and greater exuberance. That's real living. A lot of folks live partial lives. We know that because they're dry bones. Oh my God, their dry bones are heavy. But just chuck the whole lot and get ready for an enhanced life. Thank you. I love you.